We're just hanging out with Buster here in the yard. I'm going to put the muzzle on him and show you the way I do that. Let's get a handful of his treats like this, and there's a hole cut in this muzzle. It's customized for him, and you just go like this, and now all of a sudden you've got your palm there. You could also put your palm there and then dump a bunch of them in there as well. Oh, one fell out. Just like this, and it's already ready to go. His head in there because he loves these treats. See, good boy. And he's munching on those treats, and we just hook him up. And make sure that both of the ears are in front of the strap. Sometimes you get tucked behind it, and you want it in front. So the ears are in front of this strap that goes behind his ears, obviously. And then just hook him up and keep giving him treats. Good boy. Good boy. And when I walk him, when I take him out around traffic or any kind of situation where he might be stressed out, I put the muzzle on because in certain situations he gets very stressed and he has bitten before, so we've been told. So this way, nothing bad can happen. And we put it on when he's calm. Before we go to any of these things, we put it on in a place where he's really calm, and it's easy to put on him and he's not stressed out. So what you don't want to do is wait till he's stressed out and then try to put it on him. What we're doing now by doing it this way is we're creating a much better association with it so that he loves to have it put on, and more. I mean, he doesn't literally stuff his face in there, but he will allow you to put it on him, and he gets his yummy treats. And then once it's on, in his mind, good stuff happens, because that's when I give him the treats. I don't give him these treats unless he's wearing this, because we already have trained him. That video is already up on the YouTube channel, and he's really well trained, and I don't really need treats to do anything with him with training. Right now, I only give him treats when he's got the muzzle on. When we're out in public and we're near busy traffic or in a parking lot or something like that where he would get stressed out. So any situation where he's likely to be stressed, he can wear this muzzle. Oh, also the car ride, which of course there'll be another clip as well. Just how to take it on and put it off, what he's like after a car ride, because we were told that he gets stressed out in car rides as well. So now we're at the point where we're just giving him rewards when the muzzle is on, so that he has that association with, oh, I can't wait till I have that muzzle on again, or at the very least that he's cool with having the muzzle on, because good stuff happens only when he's wearing the muzzle. Good boy. And he's very calm, as you can see. He's very attentive. Okay, bud. I'll just have him sit. You see how calm he is. Good. Go. And now we're going to invite his owner to come in, and we'll continue the training. Oh, we have a visitor. Somebody's coming. Oh, it's his dad. Yeah, it's his dad. So, Neil, if you could stand right there, we'll do the greeting routine. Oh, bud. A little bit closer, please. Like right there's good. That's good. Okay. So we'll do the greeting routine. Sit. There's a treat for you to give him. Go say hi. Excellent. Good boy. Although you don't really need a treat because he thinks you're the treat. Come. Call him back to me. Good boy.
Yeah, you need so much more than treat.
Sit. And you saw, maybe you didn't see, when he comes back to me, you just put your hand like that, and it perfectly goes into that little hole, and that's how you give him the treat, a little hole in front of the muzzle. Still have your treat, so go ahead and do that next time, just as soon as he comes to you. Go say hi. There you go. Excellent. I'm going to call him back to me. Come. Good boy. Very good. Sit. We'll just do it one more time. Some more treats. So it's really important that when you're doing this, you actually are the one that steps over and gives a person the treats, because that's part of it. He has to be calm and stay in a sit stay while he sees you go over and give the person those treats. So it doesn't help you if the person already has treats, so always do that, because that's part of it. He waits till you come back, he waits for you to release him and say, go say hi. There you go. And if he spills them, come. Good. Neil had the urge to pick them up, but he stopped himself, because that's something we're not doing, because that could always trigger a dog. If he's after treats and they fall on the ground and you get down there and you're touching them, who knows what he could be triggered to do. Some dogs will bite when you're trying to touch their food and it's right there. So that's a good thing to avoid, and he did. Sit. Pick up the treats when somebody else has called him away, or after you put him away, or when he's somewhere else. One more time. Let's do a little sit stay. Send him over. Go say hi. Good. Come. Good. And we're just going to hang out for a little bit and see how long it takes for Buster to just calm down now that his dad is here. And we'll just keep filming for a couple of minutes. And in the beginning, when you first get him back home, I would recommend doing this a lot, where when he's calm and you see he's not hyperventilating or anything like that, and he's got the muzzle on, just give him a bunch of treats, because we want him to associate having that muzzle on as, this is my favorite time of the day when I'm wearing the muzzle. And since he could get easily stressed out for certain reasons, we're not going to do sit stays or down stays. Our goal is just that he hang out, be calm, and not try to bite. Buddy. Here, I have some too. Good boy. Okay, great. Now that we've given him a bunch of treats, let's just hang and not give him treats for a few minutes and see what happens. Good boy. Everybody. Good boy. Very good. Boundaries, always waiting at boundaries. See how excited he is? But you have to make sure that he does it the same way with you as he does it with me. Okay. Always waiting at boundaries, being relaxed, never pulling you through. He has to exert self-control and make himself calm if he wants to go through the boundary. Okay. And then on the outside, sit and go. We're doing all these little things to keep him calm, and the worst thing to do or to not do is to let that leash be tight and let him rush all over the place and pull you through doorways and gates and across curbs and things like that. So every place that you can stop and have him wait and be calm, you want to do that because it really adds up over time. And there's a car right behind us, just swing to your right to show gradually, slowly, and then slowly back and show Buster. Look how he is with that car. He gets interested in a car because it's just idling there. So I would say, come. It just pulled out, pulled right behind us and went that way. And he got more interested right as it pulled past. So I always call him away from those cars, always, and give him rewards. Now there's no car there. So let's keep going. Can you keep filming? Because we don't know what's going to pop up that we might want to see. So most of the walk is just like this. But when I'm going to cross the street, which we're going to do that here, I'm going to say, come. I'm going to call him to me. Give him a little treat. Step into him, have him sit. At least make him wait at this curb so he's not pulling me across the street. And then, okay, reinforce that calm crossing of the street. And he wants to rush, but see how I'm tapping that leash to keep him, to slow him down? And also walking pretty slowly where we want the camera to see us. Sit. And then on the other side, have him sit, and then tap his chest and say, go. And now we're going to go out next to a real busy street. We're at a pretty busy corner. Come. And I come here a lot and just practice calling him away from it. When he looks at a car, I call him to come away from it. If you give him something to do instead, and you do it over and over and over again, over time, he starts doing this instead of what he would have done before. If he's doesn't have anything to engage his mind, come. And he's just kind of like getting stressed out, and he's not working for you and coming back to you away from every distraction. Not enough for him to do. He's a super smart dog, and he needs structure. He needs a new job to do in the situation so he doesn't get stressed out and do something inappropriate. And so this is a real easy thing to do, and it's also just excellent practice for your come command anyway. And you can't see it, but he's breathing really heavily now because he gets really excited around traffic. And every time a car is approaching, come. I'm going to call him away. Good. And now we're going to cross the street and take some time in the parking lot. Come. So this would be him at his, in the worst case scenario, a parking lot where there are cars that are driving slowly or kind of idling, and you have to show all this to your right, correct? Like make sure you're showing all the traffic going past. This way.
Oh.
Come.
Yeah, keep a muzzle on that one.
Yeah. Nothing bad can happen.
I'm careful, pet bull. You know my story.
Yes. Come.
No.
But he likes you.
But I'm not gonna pet.
Well, I always tell people I'm more of a cat person, but I like dogs too.
When I see you in here walking a cat, that'll be the day.
Well, I can't. Well, nobody will hire me to train their cat. That's the problem. I do it though.
That's what I said. That'll be the day.
Watch how I'm doing it, and then I'll have you do it. I just always hold the leash with my left hand, and I say, come, and then with my right hand, he gets the treats. And I call him when the traffic is passing.
Right.
So let's wait till the next car comes. There we go. And every day we do this, we'll have you do it a little bit more, but at first we're just going to do it a couple of times. Oh! Yeah, if you bring them over here, I'll pick those up. Just lead them away from those. I'll pick up all the...
Thank you.
Go over there, go on. Go be with your dad. So when there are cars like this, call them to come to you away from the cars, okay? Come. There you go. Great. That is his new job to do. Cars come our way and he turns away from them and gets a treat from Dad. That's the new job.
Come.
Excellent. Cars passing by, that's exactly what to do wherever you are out in public with him. Another thing I wanted to add to his outdoor routine is that when he's walking and he turns back to you, make sure that you don't miss an opportunity to give him a treat, because we never want to see that again where he turns back to us, he gets so excited and he wants to bite or grab onto something. We want him to start anticipating that if he turns back and looks at us, it's payday every time. Keep filming, we'll show a couple more. Let's keep walking this way a little bit. Come on, buddy. Good, see that, how he turned back to you? We want that. Always don't miss an opportunity to give him a little treat. So always do that. Okay, let's slow down. We're gonna run over the camera guy. Let's walk slow. There you go. Yeah, let's slow way down. So what I'm also, maybe come a little closer. When we're walking Buster here, we always reinforce a slow walk, because if he starts rushing and he starts walking faster and everybody starts walking faster, the leash is going to get tight again. And also, when you start teaching the dog to walk slow, his mind slows down as well. If you're walking fast and everything's rush, 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 and you're in a city kind of situation like this, it's going to get stressful, and we don't want him to get stressed out. So slow, thoughtful walking, not forever, but just through this period where he's changing a lot, is really important. Good. I want to show you how I put on Buster's equipment and how I take him out of the crate every day. And from the very start, when I come up there, I keep this this little pad over the front, because other dogs can walk past. As you can see, he gets really excited, and I know that he gets really excited at your house as well. But if you always do it this way, you'll never have any trouble. What he's barking at right now is the camera person who's never here, right? So I'm going to show you, this is just Salmon. Good boy. I always give him one before I open the door. We're going to start with the choke chain. I'm going to open this. He gets a treat while I put the choke chain over his head. So I don't actually do every one of these steps because I don't have to, but I think that you should for a while because of the issues that you had with him before. If everything is preceded by a special treat, this Salmon, Good, which is not that expensive, really. I buy these frozen pieces of it, and it's not that expensive, and I grill them for him, and I only use the salmon in special situations where I know that he's likely to get excited. So I'm putting on his little prong collar here. And see, he always looks forward to us doing this now, because in his mind, this is the greatest time of the day when I show up to put on his collar and his muzzle and all the other stuff. So he's got the leash on now, it's attached to both collars. We got the muzzle. Big chunk of salmon, because when you take your hand off of that, if they're little pieces, they all fall out. So a big chunk of salmon there. Sticks his head in there to get it. Look at this. Look, buddy. Look. Want the salmon? See this? See that? Sticks his head in there to get the salmon. While he's eating that, you hook him up. Good boy. Hook him up to the muzzle. Okay, have him come out. Come on, bud. Okay, come on. He comes out, so I can actually do this a little bit better. And just have to hook up the muzzle here. Okay, sit. So we're gonna, if you move out, you're gonna see us come out through the front. Okay. This door is already open, but it's usually closed. Sit, sit, open the door. Nope, make sure he waits, as usual. Okay, he comes out, and we go on our walk. This is how I send him into the crate in the back of my car. We take him for quite a few drives to get him used to that. Go, jumps up, he'll go in there, little treat. Good. And if I were you, I would leave the muzzle on because of the issues you had with him. When I take him someplace, I don't do that, but you know, he's not doing those things with me, obviously. So I have him used to the muzzle. So you can use the muzzle and you can always be safe. And over time, if nothing bad happens for a long time, he gets used to you handling him the way I've been handling him, then you'd probably be safe to just not use the muzzle anymore like I am. But right now you use the muzzle, and then when you come back, and you go on the ride and you come back, then you just, it's easy. Treat, you know, let's say you come back from the ride, treat, hook him up to his leash. Okay, he comes out, sit, and then we go. I want to show you how to put the muzzle on this way as well in this crate in the car, since he takes a lot of rides with you. He takes a lot of rides with me. As you could see in the other crate video, he doesn't leave the crate unless he's allowed to come out. He doesn't go in unless he's allowed to go in. And I'm just going to show you out here. Let's say you don't have the muzzle on him and you want to put it on him when he's in this crate, in the crate in your car. Then we just put the goodies in here. Put this over his head. Sometimes he just loves to stick his head in there, and sometimes he's a little bit slower, so I just do it for him. But there's always something really nice waiting for him, and then you just have to make sure that this is on the right way. It's not trapping his ear. There we go. And just fasten the muzzle. And he has a leash on, and he will wait until you allow him to come out. If he doesn't wait for you like he waits for me, don't let him jump out until you say no. You might have to say no. Just give this do this little closing thing like this. And then you say, okay, He'll come out, and then sit, and then, okay, let's go.